It's 1985, and Marty heads to the shopping mall car park to catch up with his crazy scientist friend, Dr. Brown. Marty's surprise, Doc unveils a time machine in the form of a DeLorean car. Doc demonstrates to Marty the navigation system of the time machine with an example date of 1955, the date he created the machine. Bursting with excitement, he tells Marty how he cheated Libyan terrorists out of stolen plutonium. Suddenly, the Libyan terrorists roar into the car park and shoot at Doc. "Run, Marty! They found me!" Doc lets out a painful scream before becoming a lifeless corpse. Marty escapes, but in a state of panic he accidentally activates the time machine. He arrives in 1955 without the required plutonium needed to return. There, Marty looks around in bewilderment. He sees a young version of his father right before his eyes, blindly walking across the road. He sprints to the road and pushes him out of the path of an oncoming car. The car comes screeching to a halt and knocks Marty unconscious in the process. He awakens to find himself tended by a young female who appears to be infatuated with him. Oh dear, it's his mother. Both his mother and father have no idea that Marty is their future son. Marty escapes and manages to track down his friend Doc, 30 years younger. Doc is in the process of building the time machine. Marty frantically introduces himself to Doc and explains the whole situation. "Please help return me to 1985, Doc, I beg you," he cries. "Without the necessary plutonium, Marty, your request seems impossible," claims Doc. Suddenly, Doc has an idea. He begins to formulate a plan to harness the power of the lightning to activate the time machine. Doc instructs Marty, "Stay at home and do not interact with anyone." Doc fears Marty could inadvertently change the course of history and alter the future. He also refuses to listen to Marty's warning about his future death in 1985. Marty realizes that he has already intervened with the fate of his parents from getting together. If he doesn't find a way to reintroduce his parents, he'll be wiped from existence. Marty's mother is still infatuated with Marty and asks him to the school dance. Marty stages a plan to introduce his mother and father by prompting his father to rescue his mother from Marty's inappropriate advances. The plan goes pear-shaped when a drunken bully attempts to force himself onto Marty's mother instead. Marty's father anyway rescues Marty's mother. Together they proceed to the dance floor where they fall in love. Satisfied that he has secured his future existence, Marty leaves to find Doc whilst a lightning storm brews. They must use this opportunity to power the time machine. Marty and Doc head to the clock tower where lightning strikes on cue, sending Marty back to 1985. Marty arrives back to 1985 to find Doc's lifeless corpse on the ground. Suddenly, Doc sits up. It turns out he had listened to Marty's warnings and wore a bulletproof vest to save him from the terrorist shooters. Marty finds his mother and father at home who are happy. Suddenly, Marty hears screeching wheels out the front of his house. It's Doc, dressed in a futuristic outfit. "Marty," he cries, "we must go to 2015 to fix a problem with your future children." They jump into the DeLorean time machine and disappear together into 2015.